is that what we're agreeing on? Is 75-25?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that.
You want to do a new option?
Yeah.
Okay. Pro tip. If you want to parlay multiple issues together, 1 second, I'll answer that. If you want to parlay multiple issues together into like a package deal, that is not only allowed, it's encouraged. So for example, if you're looking at this going, I don't think we'll go for this option, unless you guys vote for this one later on, and you can say, my vote here is conditional on your vote on something else. And you can package as many as you want together. 2, 3, 4, 5, all of them for all I care. Okay? So I'm just telling you that's possible. Question?
Can the person who spoke first this time introduce this new idea?
You cannot talk to the room until everybody else has. You can whisper to them and Google chat them what to say, but you cannot stand up and talk. You got a new option? Okay, the British want you to hear out an option 4, and then we'll discuss. Tell us what you want to do.
We want to make, or blame Germany 75% and Austria and Hungary 25%.
No.
Just kind of split it up. Mostly blame Germany, but also.
We see them also.
Have you asked them what they really care about? Do you know what Great Britain really cares about? Somebody go ask
They
them.
weren't the ones who started.
75%.
So just add on to that.
Well, everyone just kind of said the things.
Okay, option 4, you want it to be 75% of the blame on Germany.
And 25% on Austria-Hungary.
Okay. Why are you not doing this? Come on. Okay, it's not as big as I want it to be. Everybody clear on the British new option 4? 75% of the blame on Germany for starting the war, 25% on Austria-Hungary. So it's kind of like an option 1.5, we'll say. Any discussion or reactions from other delegations? What do you think of that? Do you like it, not like it? Let's make a deal. Pass the Americans the mic and let them tell us why. Someone who has not spoken yet.
What do you mean?
There's not someone solely blaming. No one is even listening to me.
They were at first, but then you stopped talking.
Okay, the Americans want to tell us what they think about that.
Earlier on, you guys said you wanted to take down Germany's military forces so that they don't have another chance of attacking you later on in the future. If you guys are going to split the blame equally, then it won't fall in line with the rest of your guys'.
We're not splitting it equally anymore.
Well, 75-25 still is. Yeah, that'd be worse.
So you don't think Germany should have more than 50% of the blame?
No, they should have 100%. Yeah.
Option 4 is closer to what you guys want than our first option was. Option 3.
And I thought he was as like a nice guy who wants to treat Germany nice, so why you want to blame the whole penalty on Germany?
This is ours.
You have recognition for that.
You pick since somebody.
You can decide between one. You cannot have both. You can either have recognition or blame Germany.
Hey, ignore the British. Tea break, British. Listen, what's your number 1 priority?
Come on, where's our red button?
Our main thing.
You shall not compromise.
I'll slap you.
Right? They're going to have things like you that they go, this is our number 1 pick. Gotta have it. You ask them, what are some top priorities you guys have?
Yeah.
And
That's
told
why we
them
want
ours
one
is
that's
the
not
League of
neutral.
Nations.
You can't talk to
Which one do I
but and then one is
Instead of arguing about this, let's say, what do you guys really care about? And tell them what you really care about.
so we can definitely go
See if we
together
can
on
work
that.
out a deal.
And then you guys probably will not.
Okay, stop it for a second. We're the rational, freedom-loving people of this
Yeah.
peaceful.
I don't care which one I do,
Who
as long
really
as I
started
get
the war?
it.
Serbia and Austria. As historians, you said Germany started the war. You are incorrect. Now, their little sneak attack in Belgium was egregious in the French eyes. But they said the von Schlieffen plan won't work unless we have the element of surprise. So due to the nature of their plan, they had to attack with Jados. But they didn't start with the war. And if you want to blame everything on Germany, you're going against it. You're trying to do is avoid the next world war.
Compromise.
Okay. So go talk to them and say, what do you guys want? This is our biggest deal.
If we vote for
Send
this,
somebody.
they'll vote for that.
Send somebody. Okay, what did we find out?
Huh?
Hey!
So that's
Okay,
the deal.
can we come at them with a deal? Parlay,
Okay.
so you want to
Hey! Hey!
Guys, here's our deal. I just made
That's how they
some.
feel about the League of Nations.
We will vote for Germany,
Okay.
and they will
We'll
vote for
League of
the German
Nations
military,
if you vote for
option
this.
1.
See what we did there? Now, how can we get them on
Okay,
board?
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Okay, so who talked?
Yeah, but they wouldn't have to switch our cost of the war. If we blame it all from Germany.
They want, the Americans want the League of Nations, the British want this, we want to blame Germany, let's all vote for each other.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah, we're trying to read and use it.
You read my learning
I don't
card.
want to be like
So,
Guys.
be a leader. Stand up, propose that.
Really bad hindsight. Sorry.
I'm making sure you know.
Sometimes you don't have it out there, so I just.
When's the last time that?
Oh, the 3rd and 4th. The cost of the war in German military. Or no.
Those aren't split, no.
Oh, no.
It's German military in the colonies.
Principal side.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're smarter than I thought.
What do you guys call the colonies?
First option.
Option 1.
Okay,
Yeah,
French,
I'm just
let's do it.
No.
Who's gonna stand and say?
I think I hit that
Mike's
one.
on, Rachel's down.
But, how about if we vote for Germany to take over?
Now you're thinking.
Vote for.
Listen, the only way to make this work, we gotta pretend we're doing a business deal, not a peace treaty. Compromise. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. You vote for this one, vote for that one, like you're a corrupt politician. Can you do that?
Yes.
You're good at that.
Thanks. I'll take that as a compliment.
That is an important life skill. In a democracy, nothing gets done unless we make deals and compromise, right?
I'm just good at setting used cars.
Alrighty, might as well be president.
So that's in my blood. So my son's name is Mac, right? My grandfather, Principal McKelvey's dad, his name is Mac. He started a car dealership. He's the
Well,
best
you
salesman
guys
in the world.
are
It's in my blood.
already saying, that would be
Okay.
going back on what you guys said.
Somebody,
Let's talk, I'm bored. Okay, yeah.
you ready?
Yeah, but they're talking to
Just say, we got a proposal, listen up.
Get the show on the road.
Okay, France has a proposal.
You guys were.
British and Americans, let's hear them out, and then you can tell them what you think. What do you guys think we should do? Make sure you got the right end of the mic up. There you go.
Alright, so for the US, we want all blame on Germany. We'll make a deal with you if you vote for all the blame to go on Germany. And we will help you get the League of Nations if you help us blame Germany. And for British, we'll help you with your military if you help us blame Germany.
And you want option 1, Britain on Germany's military? Okay, you guys understand what they just said? So you're promising to vote for the League of Nations and the limit on Germany's military that you want if you guys vote for blaming Germany. So, as a team, talk about what you think and then someone tell them, do you like that deal? Do you have a counter offer? Like,
We do want the colonies.
okay, listen America, do the best with this next cap.
Yeah.
No, it's
Never do anyone a favor. In business, not in life.
okay. Let's make the option of war for colonies. If we get like 75% of all colonies,
We want to
and then we blame it on Germany.
We just gotta look engaged.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure we can do this course, unless you sweeten the deal with a little.
Yeah, we can make another proposal. It doesn't matter.
So they're the
So we would say, okay, we blame everything on Germany if we get 75% of all.
So what else do you want to bundle in?
colonies.
I don't think they'll go for 75%.
We can try it.
We could try it, but I think 50-50 we would be more likely.
Yeah, but we can ask them at first for 75. If they say no, then we can say, okay, then 50-50.
Okay, you come over and talk to
So
them.
think about what you want on your
Okay for
shopping
you?
list.
That we ask them for 75% of all colonies and then we blame Germany.
That's good.
Okay.
Are we getting British over here?
You guys have a response to British?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, tell them what you think.
Okay, dear French.
Listen, America, Britain has a response for them.
Okay, so we thought we have another really important thing for us. It's the colonies. We really want these colonies, and
Typical British.
yes, we have a main power. And we would say, okay, we help you with blame everything on Germany if we get 85% of the colonies.
And they get the other 15%?
Yes.
Oh, you cut them in. That was so nice of you.
Yeah, no, because you still have something. You get something, and we get something. So it's good for every one of us.
And if they vote on Germany's military option 1?
I mean, technically,
No,
you
that's
guys
the
get
worst.
two.
It's the most important one.
So, okay. So, they're saying instead of voting on this option for Germany's military, when we divide up Germany's colonies, they want an option 4 that's 85% to you
Yeah.
and 15% to the French
Yes.
in exchange for blaming Germany 100% for the war.
Yes.
You guys got a response, question, feedback for them? They're saying if you guys go here, they'll blame Germany 100%. Now, that deal does no good. Unless you guys are in, because 2 votes is not good enough.
But you really don't care, and you also get to blame Germany 100%, so you get something too. So
We don't
yeah, so you say yes.
What does this do for the League of
really.
Nations?
We want,
Yeah, we can have it with the League of or is it okay if we have it with the League of Nations?
Give them, how about this? How about we change it to where, we get 50, League of Nations get 25, they get 25.
No, we 75.
Self-determination.
It says League of Nations control until further notice.
Exactly, we're further noticing you.
Here's the problem with that. We cannot give the League of Nations any areas to administer until we establish we're going to create it in the first place.
So you guys gotta wait.
No,
Yeah, but so-
we can parlay that into the deal and say, if you vote yes for the League of Nations, we'll vote yes on
We
this.
can also say if you don't vote for that for us, we won't vote for the League of Nations, and so the League of Nations wouldn't go there. So option 2 wouldn't be an option anymore.
So Team America, let's look at it this way. To get you to blame Germany 100% like France wants, that's the root of this deal. You guys will agree if everyone else votes here.
Yes.
What do you need to vote yes on blaming Germany 100%? Somebody give them the mic so we can hear.
Don't forget too, we've got like the whole rest of everything to go through.
Yes. So
And we have.
So let's be efficient on our discussing and choosing. Voting.
We've only got like 45 minutes left.
let's make option 2 straight down.
Yeah. Team, I'm on with that.
No, you shut up. Hey, you better watch it.
Team America, do you guys have a response to that proposal by the British?
Okay.
So, we will vote for Germany being blamed 100% if you guys all support our League of Nations. Like
Support you to
100%.
have the League of Nations, or
No, to build
for,
it.
support the
for the
foundation
colonies
of
to
it.
go to them.
And we make these 2
Which
with
one?
the League of Nations if we get the colonies.
Yeah.
I don't know if we do that.
Well, we can help
If not-
you create the League of Nations if you support us in the colonies.
Yes. And
Deal.
remember, if not, we won't vote in the League of Nations and you won't get in the League of Nations at all.
You'll all get fired when you get back to America, because that's the one thing you gotta get. Man, the British are playing hardball this morning.
Remember lunch,
Takes them
guys.
back to
Friendly
trading
game,
slaves
roast
for
use for other stuff.
carpets and stuff.
It'd help everybody all around.
So here's the proposal, just to clarify. If everybody agrees to blame Germany 100%, that's what you guys wanted, the British expect you to give them 85% of Germany's colonies, you guys get 15% of them. And the Americans will go along with both of those if everyone votes yes on the League of Nations. Am I understanding what you want as a country?
Let's do this.
Okay, so
have
let's
a
vote. Everybody's going to have to stand up if you agree to blame Germany 100%.
Everybody in our group stand up.
Everybody who wants to vote for that option. Okay. Now, that vote was conditional on two others, so let's do those next. Sit down. On the topic of German colonies, remember how we said before the war, everybody's playing the imperialism game, especially in Africa and the Pacific. What do we do with Germany's colonies? Because we can't let them keep them now that they've lost. We are essentially saying the British get to take 85% of those for their own empire. The French get to take 15% of those for their own empire. America gets nothing. The League of Nations gets nothing. All those in favor of that option, stand up.
Do you guys want the League of Nations to happen or not?
Yeah, we won't stand up for the League of Nations at all if you don't
Is it
stand
a
up.
majority rule thing, or does it help?
Unanimous. I've said that from the very first part of the day.
You better hurry up. Thank you. We will make sure
Okay.
that the League of Nations is formed.
We agreed. You guys can sit down. Now, the United States votes on those last two were conditional upon everyone in the room saying, let's start a League of Nations. You didn't really know about that until you showed up. Let me give you the lowdown and tell you that what you vote here changes what we do after spring break, by the way. A League of Nations is an international organization where countries send an ambassador. So France sends a guy, Great Britain, the United States, Czechoslovakia, everybody. And they talk about their problems so that if there's an issue like Austria-Hungary had with Serbia when the Archduke was assassinated, instead of starting a war, you come to this League of Nations, it's kind of like a counselor, tell them that the bully's making fun of you, and then the League of Nations finds a peaceful solution. Very idealistic of the Americans to think this international organization could avoid future wars. Obviously, it's not going to. If we have to call this World War I, there must be a second one coming down the pipe. So they want this club for countries to talk about their problems. Now that sounds good, but what's a downside to you as an independent sovereign country if you join this type of organization?
Give some sovereignty to them.
When what's sovereignty? Because they don't know what we're talking about. It's not a German word.
Yeah, you give up some, own power, so you cannot say what you really want to do, so you cannot just start a war without anything.
As a country, can you do pretty much whatever you want? No one can boss you around. If you join a League of Nations, you give up a little bit of that freedom to do whatever you want, because the League can tell you, France, we need you to do this. Okay, so there is a downside to it. It's not all fun and games. So, who votes to form this League of Nations? Stand up.
Tim, we gotta stand.
Come on, guys, you have to
Make a
stand.
promise. Gotta hold it up.
You voted for your Germany.
Okay, so a League of Nations will be formed.
Getting close to lunch, guys. Getting close
Okay,
to lunch.
thank you. You can sit. Let me explain real quick. That now means that any option that says League of Nations on it is a possibility. Doesn't mean we have to do it. It means we can do it. Okay? That also means I have 2 full weeks where you guys are going to get split up into countries and simulate how the League of Nations worked with the real problems in the interwar period. So I'm glad you picked that because it's one of the best things we do in here. Now, what that brings us to is how much in reparations should Germany pay for starting the war? Because we just said we're blaming them 100%. Reparations are payments for war damages. a lot of French houses and roads and lives have been destroyed. Because most of the fighting was there. None of it in the United States, and you did very little dying. The British did their fair share of dying, but the war didn't come to your home islands, luckily for you. So how much should Germany have to pay over what time period to whom? And anyone can come up with an option 4. Here's how we'll do this. United States, you get to go first this time. What option and why? Then the French, then the British. Then we will take a short break once you know where everyone stands. Team America, you're up whenever you're ready.
That's the best thing. It's over a longer time of period and plus
So we want to go with the option 2 because the other one wants to go over time, and we want this all behind us, and we also want to be strict with them, and that's why we went with option 2.
Okay, pass the mic to the British.
We fail at being Americans.
This is the one time America's kind of the good guy in world history class, and you are not doing them justice.
no.
What option would you guys like and why?
We want option 2, because
Because we want to punish them.
we want to punish the Germans.
Yeah, and all the money can also go to us, so everyone gets something.
And the money also goes to us, and everybody else gets some.
Yep. And French get also a lot of money. What's good for that?
Boots, did you say
We don't like that.
2 or 1?
2.
You go, buddy. You don't talk.
So we want option 2 because most of the war was on our land, and we want to be strict with Germany.
Is that a vote?
Okay. How about this? How about we send them on a break? We talk. This is probably the most important one, and you just accidentally.
Hey, we want
agree with
option
all of
2,
them.
right?
And you should be having some key in the debate right now, but instead of all you do, it's not by design. Okay, we're going to take a short recess for Team America to get on the same page. So British
They
and
are.
French.
They are on the same page with us.
I know,
all
that's
right
the
now.
problem. Feel
Therefore,
free
we're
to talk
okay.
about what's next or talk with another country. Americans, we need 2 minutes in private.
Can we leave?
Are we still?
Yeah, you can have your break. Can we have the mic? Whoever has the mic.
Jocelyn.
Mike,
It's right here.
thank you. You just tricked the swivel. Can you track it over to me? You gotta get it right in front. Okay, British and French, get out of the room. America's having a little heart-to-heart here. You two, you need to leave. No, you're not. Tea time. Go have some.
But I'm gonna have to.
Get out of here, Jen. Step on
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Germany's gonna hit us. Which is bad because we need them.
Okay.
It says we need to.
Team America.
Oh, no.
Listen closely. The French really hate the Germans. The British kind of hate them. Would this simulation serve a purpose if we agreed with them on important stuff? Then we'd all agree, we'd all vote, we'd move on and be like, what was the point of this? It wasn't even hard. You guys are the voice of reason. You're the calm, rational ones. Let me give you an example that fits what's going on with Germany right now. Let's say Germany owes France a lot of money, and Germany's a real prick. Do you want to beat up Germany, put him in the hospital, and put him in prison if he owes you money? It'll feel good to beat him up because you're mad, but will you ever get your money back when he's in the hospital or in prison? That's what they're doing to him. You have to realize this. How much money does Germany have lying around after losing a world war? None! We can make up a huge number, Dr. Evil style, $12 billion.
All we gotta do is print more money.
What if I wrote you a check for $12 billion right now? You can go try and cash it. You're not going to get your money. You're going to ruin me, and I'm never going to be able to pay you back. If they want their money, the best way to get it is let Germany rebuild so their economy is on track, and they can actually make some money. Because right now, they're blinded by their hatred for Germany, right? We understand why. Be sympathetic. They did a lot of dying. We didn't. We're sorry, France. However, if you want your money back, you can't beat the dude up and put him in prison because he'll never have a job and never be able to pay you back. Do you want your money? Then don't make him pay this impossible amount that they will default on. Just like me, I could write you $1 million check. You're not going to get $1 million when you take it to the bank, right? That's not smart. So you have to get them to think rationally. Now, here's how we'll explain this. Miscommunication error. If we were on the wrong one, we apologize, but we need you to know we don't like any of these. And I'm going to tell you right now, go for $0. And then, you guys need to be firm negotiators. Get them down as low as you can. You were way too nice on the last one. They were trying to push you guys around. You should have pushed right back. When Tim does what he's doing to you guys,
Countdown.
you got to puff up your chest, and you got to go, all right, let's do it this way. Tim, you want to play hardball? Okay, we're not going to vote for your colonies. Now what?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Because what he's doing is he's twisting your arm, and you're going, ooh, okay, we'll stop. We'll do
He's
whatever you
counting out
want.
his fingers like it actually mattered.
Don't let him posture and chest you up like that, because then he's going to keep doing it. So come back. Come back at this. It's like buying a car. You want to buy the car, but let's get it as cheap as we can. And you have someone has to convince them why that's not going to work. Who can do that? That hasn't talked yet. No, we can coach up, we can talk, we can give you notes, but you need to get ways.
Got it.
Get on the chat.
Just go with that off.
And the way he explains.
If it was 2 or 3, we just go that off.
Well,
All of them.
Oh,
Take any crap.
Yeah. We just go with
Okay, let's roll.
got like 30 minutes.
J,
Gotta make stuff happen.
O, C, Y. J, B, C,
No, that would not be my password.
M, O. Oh, we already saw you guys' messages last night. Plus, everybody's over in the group chat.
Huh?
Everybody left the group chat.
I remember how long you
mess everything up.
I don't know anything about ham.
But that hurts.
What is handball?
I'm weak in that area.
What is handball, Libby?
I can't lift. I have no lifter.
No, you left
I'm weak.
Okay, we're gonna forge on ahead without Todd. We don't care if he's not here. Is that red light still on? Okay, let's do it.
He probably fell in.
Listen, the Americans would like to discuss this option of reparations for Germany.
Going back on their decision.
Stand option 1, 2.
Are they gonna have some self-respect for themselves?
No, they don't. It's
Oh,
their
respect for
America.
ourselves, thank you.
Europe.
We're all buddies.
Wisdom Wednesday.
Didn't say kidney for that one?
Kartoffelbrokkoli-Suppe.
Huh?
Kartoffelbrokkoli-Suppe.
What's that?
Potato broccoli soup.
No.
Okay. Team America, you're in the spotlight. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Listen. Listen.
Just start talking.
We apologize, we were looking at the wrong one. We actually don't want them to pay anything. Because, we just want reparations, because if we ask them to pay the amount right now, it'll be impossible for them to pay because they just lost a war. So we need to let them build up their economy in order for them to start paying.
Yeah, but you agreed that it was Germany's fault, so why are you nice now?
Wow.
Wow, I never thought I'd come out with that.
Never thought that'd come out of your book.
Okay, response to that, they said, Team America says no German payments to anybody.
Somebody's got to
You guys both agreed, France and Great Britain, on the biggest reparations option.
What if we all
What if we
What if we go to option?
When you blamed Germany, was it because in your heart you wanted to blame them, or because we had to make a deal to get a higher one?
Yeah, let's go to option one. We're not.
That's what I'm talking about. Don't.
We're getting paid. So yeah, let's both go to option one. Okay, we're going to
You
option
know why
one,
you
guys.
voted to blame them. I agree, but we did it because we needed.
So who's doing the next one?
You will have to compromise later and do something. Because of the issue that you're hurt. Welcome to politics.
Yeah, like to.
Woodrow Wilson is rolling over in his grave right now because of you
Who's doing
guys.
the next one?
You are.
Okay, does somebody have a response? They don't want Germany paying anything.
Or here.
This
do
should
you wanna respond to
offend
this
you,
one?
France.
I would prefer to respond to the next one.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Then you got that one.
Then,
Austin,
Jed.
Jed.
you wanna talk on this one?
And we'll never get it down.
Okay, we're meeting in the middle, so we're all going to option one. These guys are going to option one, so
Unless you give us a great deal, or you come down and make an option 5.
And I just need the toss choice, right?
yeah. And these guys are going in with.
You were, I saw this for
This one, we want
Let's, how about we take a vote, just to occupy a bit to go over.
So we better convince them of that.
I'm really not liking the way this looks.
That would be considered.
Look at
But it would have worked.
yeah, 1,
But Tim would be here if we did that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'll take the money.
We got like 30.
So we're gonna
Someone's
go
coming
from the deal, we can go to option or
I said ignore them.
Okay, who has a response? Great Britain or France? They said no payments.
Jed,
Jed or Austin?
meet in the middle. Meet in the middle, option one. France is with us on.
We think that France, Germany should have to pay $6 billion to France immediately, and then $6 billion over 30 years to France, as well as $2 billion immediately to others, and $6 billion over 30 years to others. And that 30 years gives them the time to make the extra money. They don't have to come up with it on spot.
It's a good
So the car salesman's coming back at you with the price, right?
It's a good median between the two.
Hey, give it to.
We're giving
Give it to them. You guys need to stand up and say something too.
France, do you guys agree with what Great Britain said?
We agree with the first one, we want to meet in the middle.
So they said,
America
Britain said they
should
would
join
go
us on
back
this.
to option 1. It's the same money, but over more time.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys want to do?
Yes.
France? Okay, so we'll move that one and say, Great Britain and France both agree on option 1, but Team America is on their option 4 of $0. We are at an impasse.
Why?
We need a deal or someone to persuade someone.
I thought the League of Nations is like something to prevent wars.
It's
and
two
so you
against
feed,
one.
like,
Come on, you
someone
guys.
to the dogs.
Germany has
just
no
join
money
us.
right now. The guys are fighting over Germany.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
You guys already
Daniel said
argued.
that.
You
Daniel
guys
said
already
that.
said that.
That was
Yeah,
a
but
German
see,
casualty to get
it's
the
the whole fault of the whole war is Germany, so why are you
Let
nice to
Daniel
them now? It doesn't make sense.
You have to give them a chance to bounce
You
back.
guys were talking about how they need time to get their money back. We're giving them time in this one.
But they
They don't
have
have
no
any money.
money right now to have them.
Yeah,
Well, that's
Don't
why we're
give
giving them
money.
time.
Punish them.
That's what I just said.
I love hearing a German yelling about punishing Germany. It makes my day. Okay, Team America has a response. They're on option 4. You guys are both on option 1. Listen.
Germany is broke from losing the war. They don't have any money. You won't get any money. It'll get delayed more and more, and tensions will get tighter, and it'll be impossible to avoid another war if we charge them as much. and we better do no payments where if they build up the economy, don't see it, everyone is a threat to them, then there won't be such high tensions between all of us.
They kill millions and millions of our people. So
No, not plural millions. Only like 1.3 million.
yeah, but also with French together.
Oh, okay, okay.
So because we are like one option.
They killed 400,000 of their men, who came to defend you guys on your home turf.
Wouldn't matter. We would also win without them.
Yeah, and more of your men would have died. We'd still be fighting this war right now.
It's like when you have allergies, you scratch the heck out of your eyeball, it feels good while you're doing it, but then you take your hand away and it hurts even worse.
So you compare eyeball to Germany?
You guys keep talking about that they don't have any money right now and that they need time, and therefore we're giving them time, but you guys are still saying it's not going to work.
You're saying it
What if we?
And 6 billion for
Immediately half of it.
They don't have half of it, they don't have half
They
of
would
it.
have half to start, they would
15
have to
years to
start
make
paying
it
for
work,
more.
like, get their economy back up on its little bit and then ask for reparations.
Give them 10 years and then they
Now,
can.
how will it be 1 trillion over 100 years and they can make whatever they want? 10 years is
They don't have any money, they don't have money.
Okay, but
I don't see what you're arguing here.
I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna have lunch.
Me too. America would just join us on this. If you would not have said anything the first time, Mr. McCulkey, it all would have been just flowers and
I think the
butterflies.
Americans are gonna send what they want.
That would be fun. Would you like to
You
make
have access to lunch here.
I'll make them come here. I got the pager number.
I think you're gonna have to.
Yeah, I need to see my board real
I
quick.
think
Yes, I can't come to lunch.
I don't know.
Okay, microphone, microphone. Team America. Who's gonna propose it, Haley?
Yes.
Who hasn't spoken yet?
No,
Hey,
well,
Noah
take out all
and
the
Shawnee
media.
haven't.
And Ivan. And
Somebody, do you know what your option 5 is?
Um,
Haley, coach him up.
Yeah, Shawnee's
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna kick out immediately, and they're gonna have to do, like, giving them 30 years to do all of that stuff, to pay up all of their fines. Instead of, there's nothing that's immediately, it's 30 years.
How would it be if we say about 500 billion or 1 trillion over 100 years and they can pay for whenever they want?
Hey!
They can.
Okay, listen, France has a proposal. You want option 5. Listen to their option 5.
So it means you say they don't have enough money right now. What if we waited, or we gave them 30 years to make the money, and then they have to pay the 12 billion to us, and then the 8 billion to the other countries in those 30 years.
But if we give them so much time, we could charge them more money.
No, just we're trying to settle this.
It's really not a lot.
The longer,
How is he not a car salesman?
the longer.
Because here they have 30 years. And we could also say, okay.
Let's just keep it
Hey.
simple, Tim.
Okay, Great Britain, how do you
That's a great
feel about
idea,
that
but-
option 5?
We're with them on option
Exactly.
5.
Okay.
We're hungry.
Great Britain and France agree on option 5. Team America, last I heard, is still on 0. Lunch is encroaching. I'm going to enjoy mine.
Could you guys just go with us? Like, we'll pay you truffles.
What
later.
is it to you? You guys can just go with us and we can go with lunch.
It's 2 against 1, come on, you guys. Majority.
It's been a long day at school.
Can we do majority rules on this one?
Unanimous.
Skylar, come on. Remember that family you said you were against? Oh, damn.
How does anything ever
They
get
won't stay
solved
up
on
that option.
unanimous?
America to get you to
So even if they agree, I won't stay up. Because I want to charge them more.
No, no one needs to say. Stand up and say screw you guys.
America, what else do you guys want? Like, if we can get you to vote for this, what else would you guys like?
Agree with everything that we want. Yeah, come on.
Everything
What?
that has to do Everything that has to do with the United Nations, approve that.
Let's look through.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Probably not.
We have,
Look.
if we don't agree with us, we will take our vote from the League of Nations back, and there won't be League of Nations.
You can't take your vote back.
But it says until further notice.
Alright.
So, yeah.
Take over everything.
Exactly.
Great Britain, you start a war.
Press the red button.
Launch codes.
Turn the key.
Give them a concrete no.
Not liking the way this is turning out.
What time
do you get
You
out?
guys are a bunch of
Hey, as long as France doesn't. In 1870, when the Prussians
We're gonna vote with everything that they want except for that one.
Okay, that works.
France wants that.
Okay, that works. Who needs to talk now? Jen, have you talked yet?
Let's just hang the Kaiser and kill everyone else in Germany.
Hey, Mr. McKelkey.
I'm doing
Mr. McKelkey, we got it.
What do you got?
Okay, if you guys vote with us on option 5 for this, then we will vote for the League of Nations on everything else but the Alsace-Lorraine. We will vote for everything except for that one.
You know, I don't know.
That's the best you're gonna get, so.
You got a boatload.
It's not gonna work out. Maybe make it 30 years and 6 billion to France and 2 billion to others and reconsider.
Fine.
What about do 10 million? What about 10 million to France? And
10 million to France.
10 and 6. 10 and 6.
10 billion?
150.
How about
10 and 6.
6 and 4? 6 and 4.
No.
6 and 4.
Todd,
$10.
you're about to get kicked out.
That's way too less. You agreed that they have support of the war. Yes, they can build up a country. So we want to charge them more. If they have more
5 and 3.
Huh?
5 and 3. Yeah, 5 and 3.
6
No.
and 2.
Oh my god.
I've changed your offer to 6 and 2 so they can see it.
No, we have to charge
Now
them more.
listen, that's progress. Are we closer now than we were before?
You really want to charge them 5 and 6?
Team America, give them a counteroffer.
7 and 3.
Team America, give them your counteroffer.
Let's just declare war on America, kill them, and then.
Yeah. That's like option.
I don't think
Option 5. Doesn't rate them.
Hey,
Hey, do you guys have a counteroffer?
so much for lunch.
Mine's really good. I could share, but there's not a lot left.
Can we go get our lunch and then come back here?
Nope.
Why?
You can leave as soon as you're done. And you guys decide when you're done.
You're gonna make us starve.
I'm not making you do anything. I'm sitting here eating my lunch while you guys disagree.
You're stirring the pot to make
No, I'm
America.
not.
Yeah, they could have been like.
Did I tell them right now, give them a counteroffer? I'm trying to get them to compromise. You want me to help them? I will.
No, we don't want you to help.
Then stop complaining.
We good?
You guys have something for him?
We got something to say.
Okay, France first, then America. Hit us.
Okay.
Listen.
You guys weren't really affected by it as much as like we were, so this is like a great compromise. And we would like 10 and was it 10 and 6?
Listen.
Yeah, I think.
This is America. This is like when I grew up in puppy died. And you know, like, you're being dramatic. Don't insult her. Acknowledge her pain.
How about we compromise for America,
We
stop
respect
babies
sacrifice.
and agree?
Please Should we sacrifice? So don't insult them and say, you guys are just having a pity party. Say, we recognize that. We don't dispute that. But here's our counter offer. You guys will vote for option 5 if they do what?
It was all until the break.
If they do what?
What?
Called the Baltic states are Estonia, Latvia, and Finland.
Because that's kind of like a lot.
How about this one? You'll go option 5 if they make Alsace-Lorraine. Someone try that? Try it out. Yeah, acknowledge it. Even though it's silly, you can't tell them that or they're going to get offended, right? I can't whisper. I have a football coach voice. I whisper like this loud and everybody hears me. Okay, Team America, we need to make progress. They're here, you're there. How do we get us together?
Come on.
So we feel bad for you guys, France.
Thanks, I guess.
We'll agree to option 5 if, if you make Poland independent.
Alsace-Lorraine.
Alsace-Lorraine.
Say it like you know what it is and no one will doubt you.
What do you want done with it?
What do you want done with it?
I don't know what I want.
Make it independent.
Okay, here's what they said. They'll vote for your reparations that you guys both agree with France and Great Britain if you guys vote to make Poland independent, it gets to be its own country, and Alsace-Lorraine is administered like babysat by the League of Nations. That's their offer. Discuss, decide, make sure you recognize we're about a fifth of the way done and we only have 20 minutes left. But hey, if we get this one, that's 3 checked off, right? So we need to parlay more.
Everybody will be happy. Let's say yes to this, so America will well, how about
Poland is the same for us. And it's the same for us.
We'll go with your guys' offer.
Okay, let's vote on reparations. All those in favor of the 30-year window to make those payments, stand up.
We work together.
Okay, we agree, that's good. Sit down. Was that essentially a compromise of what we started with?
Yeah.
Kind of in the middle. You're slowly figuring it out, slowly. Now, that vote was conditional upon the Americans saying, on the topic of Alsace-Lorraine, instead of Germany keeping it or France getting it back, France, that was pride from your country in 1870 by Otto von Bismarck and the Germans. You've been waiting 48 years for revenge and to get that region back. But sometimes you got to compromise. All those in favor of letting the League of Nations babysit Alsace-Lorraine, stand up, please.
Yeah, let's do it. Come on.
Okay, we agree. That vote was also conditional upon Poland gaining independence. Who agrees with that?
Guys, stand up.
Polish independence.
You guys can chill.
Okay, Poland will be independent. Good job. Now, what that brings us to
And that was
limits.
all the other ones too. All of the other.
Oh yeah, they said all the other.
Yeah, we said that everything.
No, you didn't.
Those
have
guys
that.
did.
Yeah, you said that on the final.
I didn't hear France consent
Okay.
to that. You guys might have, but they didn't.
Well, I didn't hear it in the final offer either. I thought
Okay.
it was just kind of an add-on.
Water under the bridge. Water under the bridge. Now, what do we do with Germany's military? Basically, option 3 is no limit. They can have whatever military forces they want. Option 2 is the most reduced military of the options. 100,000 dudes with guns and a few ships. That's all they get. No tanks, no submarines, no aircraft. Option 1 is 250,000 men and some more ships, but no aircraft, no tanks, and no submarines. Great Britain, you get to go first. I am encouraging you to be expedient and compromise unless you would like to enjoy your lunch in my room. And your lunch isn't in my room.
That's middle ground.
Yeah.
Because they want option 2, and we want
Let's
option
do 2.
They want option
We're gonna give Germany more weapons and soldiers.
Okay, what if we do this and then have a League of Nations at the end of this?
I think that works way more.
Hey, how do you guys feel doing this, adding on the League of Nations? How do you guys feel?
Do you want to just start with an option 4? We'll call it option 1.5.
Okay,
It's just a combination. Okay, Britain would like to make a proposal.
This is option 4, but it's all this, and then. So it's just that and the last. Yep, it's all in one.
Yeah, go in front, so it's going around.
Okay, listen.
Yeah, now go it like.
Now, one.
Alright, go ahead and try it. You can read it off of mine.
Alright, so we would like to open up kind of a fourth option. A mixture of 2. We would like to go with option number 1, reduced to 250,000 men. Navy reduced to 50 ships, no conscription allowed. No tanks, submarines, or aircrafts to be built, all wartime weapons to be melted down. But we would like to add part of option 2, which the League of Nations occupies if they break these terms.
France, what do you say to that deal?
Okay.
Pass the mic.
Let's take a vote.
You guys want to
Pass it to.
That's cool, right? Like, everything wrong.
Let's take a vote.
Okay, you want to vote on that? Yes. Okay, all those in favor of the proposed option 4, which is really 1 and 2 combined, stand up. Okay, so that's a pretty severe limit on Germany's military. We'll talk about what Germany's going to do later, but that passes. Good job.
Now how many left?
Better than option 2, though, right?
We're about halfway.
Halfway.
Now, next one, the Rhineland. Other than Tim, you're probably not familiar with the Rhineland. The heavy industry that Germany has is mostly based in this region right here. The Rhine River flows through here, so we're talking factories. Now, during a war, you use that to make bombs and bullets and guns. But after a war, what do you need heavy industry for? Rebuilding your country and your economy. So what should we do with this green strip? France, you will notice the Rhineland is on your border. If Germany were, hypothetically, to invade you a third time, because we had 1870, Franco-Prussian War, World War I, let's say they want to invade you again, does Germany have to go through the Rhineland to get to you? So that should help frame what you want here. Do we want to let the Allies, you guys, put your soldiers in here and occupy it to make sure the Germans don't come in with their army? Do we want the League of Nations to babysit and make it a demilitarized zone? That means no soldiers or weapons from anybody in this buffer zone on the French border. Or option 3, the Germans can do what they want because it's their country. If they want to put troops there, they can. France, you get to make the first proposal. Whoever wants it passes.
I know, gotcha.
Tell us what you want and why.
No, gotcha. Why are you touching my wing?
But if it falls, if there's problems, then the League of Nations.
Yeah.
Does that sound fair? Like if there's problems.
The option.
You could say we'll make you a League of Nations cake.
What up
Because
to
that'll
now?
make them happy too. Anything League of Nations they want.
I didn't hold up the right.
We'll just do everything and then
Option one, but if there's problems, then the League of Nations can step in.
So, Allied occupation of the Rhineland for 15 years. If Germany messes up, the League of Nations can take over and intervene.
We're going with them.
Okay, let's vote on that. Who agrees with France's proposal? Stand up.
I think everybody's
Okay. All right, we agree. You can sit down. Now, if you didn't know where Alsace-Lorraine is, it is the Black region. Sit down. Listen. The Black region on the French border. That used to be part of France. After the Franco-Prussian War, Otto von Bismarck, Iron and Blood, the Germans essentially stole that from France. After World War I, guess what France says? We want it back. We agreed, as part of the bigger deal, to let the League of Nations babysit, so it's kind of independent. It's not France, it's not Germany. Okay? Now, the next option that we need to address is Danzig. Should we let Germany keep it? Should we let Poland have it, since Poland is a newly independent country as per our treaty, or make it a free city, so it's kind of on its own? Okay, if you're curious, Danzig is right here. Team America, you get to propose what you would like to do with Danzig.
You can make everything independent.
We're hungry and we want lunch. So option 3.
Yeah. No, I mean, like for everything. For dancing, for everything.
Oh.
Like make it free, and let's League of Nations have like flyover. They will agree and they will agree.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
And after some years they can agree, they can vote if they want to go
Can we
French, be German, start.
It's Team America's turn. Sit down, Britain. We need to figure out what to do with the Saar region and these. Let me just show you the map. Here's the Saar. See this checkered piece?
Let's group them all together and then we can get
Full.
them done.
The Saar is full of coal mines. Ever since the Industrial Revolution, is coal a sought-after resource?
Yeah.
So what do we do with that? Czechoslovakia is over here to the east, and then the Baltic states of Latvia and Estonia, Lithuania. What do we do with those? Team America, do you have a proposal on any or all of these? Self-determination is your #1 ideal. I haven't heard Destiny propose anything yet.
I have. Yeah, she did.
She was the first one.
She was second.
That's why I forgot it so long.
Better be good, otherwise
Okay,
you know we won't
listen.
agree.
All remaining territories shall become League of Nations controlled, or else.
Or else what?
Or else what? That's not an option for the SAR unless you want to make a new option.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, our idea was like also make it independent so everyone can region over its own. But also they have to be a part of the League of Nations. So actually, like the League of Nations has some influence, but they have like the great overview. They're like independent and they have like own states. And after some years, they can vote if they want to go to another state. Like if everyone there wants to become like French or German or stay independent, then they can vote for it and they can do after maybe 25 years whatever they want. That's also good for you? Dear friends?
You guys good?
Say yes.
Yeah, we're good. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's vote.
Okay, we'll do it one at a time. So Danzig, this city, you guys are saying make it free, but it must join the League of Nations, right?
Yes.
Those in favor of making Danzig a free city.
Yeah, and everything after 25 years can vote if they want to join something else.
Okay. Haley's texting Clemenceau, apparently. Okay, that passes. Now, next one. The Saar region. The most important coal resources for Germany come from the Saar. We can give it to Germany, give it to France, or let France have it, and then 15 years in, let the people of the Saar vote to join France or Germany.
Yeah.
Which is self-determination. So that's what you guys wanted, right?
Yes.
All those in favor? The Saar goes to you for 15 years, and then those people get to vote. Okay, that passes.
We're passing along here. Passing like baby stones.
We have 2 left.
No.
Sounds about right.
Sorry. I clicked the wrong one.
No.
Should be this one, right?
Oh.
Okay, Finland, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. They are over here. We call them the Baltic states because they're on the Baltic Sea. Just on the other side of them would be the Soviet Union right now. Here's our options. We can let them all be free and independent, have the League of Nations babysit, or let them go back to the Soviet Union.
League of Nations.
League of Nations, we're standing up for
Oh,
League
yeah.
of Nations.
Okay, yeah, let's.
Goes all of them. France, talk to us.
Okay.
So they have to be a member of the League of Nations, but they are independent
Yes.
states.
Yes.
Are you good with that? So that all, I'm going to put a
That
note
goes
on.
for both Finland and
Okay, Czechoslovakia, which is just to the east of Germany.
Same
thing.
thing.
Free, but has to join the League of Nations?
Yes.
Okay, good, sit down. I need the microphone. Okay. If you're curious, which you should be, what did the real treaty say? Normally that would be the topic for Friday, but we don't have class Friday, so that can't be the topic. I'm going to be real quick, okay? About 12% of the German people were cut out of Germany. They lost 12% of their population. 80% of their naval fleet was decommissioned. All their tanks, aircraft, and submarines were destroyed. And their army was limited to 100,000 men. Okay? Now, there are ways around these things. Because here's the problem. We said the League of Nations will go in if they build up their military, right? Do you guys, especially French, have the stomach to go into Germany and start another war if they break this treaty? No. So we'll learn what's going to happen, but a certain guy is going to feel like his country betrayed Germany by signing this treaty because it was very punitive, very punishing towards Germany. Guys, listen. Sit down. Listen. So what's going to happen is they're going to find ways around this. They're going to train 100,000 guys, send them home and say, go back to your day job, bring in a new 100,000 guys, train them up. Pretty soon, you have hundreds of thousands of soldiers without breaking the Treaty of Versailles. To teach your guys how to fly, because you can't have aircraft, we'll send them to the Soviet Union and have them train there. Or we'll build them gliders, because technically they're not aircraft because they don't have engines. We'll train our guys to drive tractors, but they don't have guns on them, so they're not technically tanks. There are ways around this, and they're going to be exploited. Okay? When it comes to the finances, that was probably the biggest mistake we made. We did the big full reparations in real life with no window to pay. Germany is broke. You're asking a homeless guy to write you a check for $1 billion. Good luck, you're never going to get the money. And your hatred for them makes you want to beat him up and put him in the hospital. Now he's never going to be able to pay you back. So it's hard to recognize. But your hatred for Germany is blinding you. They were right after they got back on path. If you really want to see your money, let Germany rebuild. Stop taking all their territory away and saying, no, pay us billions of dollars. It's impossible. So what really happened? Germany got to the point where their new government, the Weimar Republic, started printing money to pay back the reparations. Bad idea. You guys don't know anything about monetary policy, but let me teach you a really simple tenet of it. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. I want you to picture how many US dollars you have to your name in your wallet, in your nightstand. It might only be a few. What's your net worth right now? Keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed. You go to bed tonight with that much money in your bank account and your wallet. You wake up tomorrow and it's doubled. And so is everybody else's. Open your eyes. How much more wealthy are you tomorrow?
The same.
You are no more wealthy, nor any worse off. You're exactly as wealthy or poor as you were. Because, let's say you had 20 bucks to your name. You wake up tomorrow, you got 40. But what's going to happen to the price of Mountain Dew and milk and a car? Doubled. You doubled your money, prices doubled. You're no better off. The value of your dollar, though, is half of what it was when you went to bed. Here's what Germany did. By printing billions and trillions of marks, they ruined their economy. Because you guys asked for so much money, Dr. Evil style. Here's a funny picture. Those are not the richest kids in the world. Those are some poor German kids in the Weimar Republic playing with bundles of cash that are worth nothing. People burned money because it was cheaper than wood. How does currency get that cheap? Because you had to print it to pay it back. And only those economic and social conditions can lead to crazy guys who blame everything on Jews rebuilding their armies and saying, let's get revenge. And the Second World War is going to be way worse than the first one. Okay? So,